But
And welcome back, ye oldest squirrely minions! Lord Crocosquirrel here with the lovely Kitty.
hello.
And we're counting down the top 5 games of 2016 as decided by me. We'll get your guys's later, and we'll go from there. Kete's job is to ask me silly questions if I run out of steam, and I'm sure she probably has a few. All right. Once more, this is the top 5, not the bottom 5, the top 5 games of 2016 as I see fit. So, with that, let's get on with the fun. Number 5, Space Hulk Deathwing. This here, I didn't actually have very high hopes for it when I saw it come up with from the PR firm. But you know what? It actually worked a lot better than I'd expected, and certainly better than I anticipated. The your two lackeys behind you, they're not great, but and they're sometimes a little hard to command if you're not used to the interface. But you know what? You get over it fairly quickly. Running around through this maze, you actually feel like you're stuck inside this big, hefty suit of armor and damn near invincible. I've not gotten that sort of a feeling out of a Warhammer 40k game yet, and this was just absolutely outstanding. As you can see, I've tried to open the door myself, and I really can't. I figure out the mouse controls after a minute. But yeah, this game was actually a lot more fun than I expected it to be. Kitty, anything from you?
At the beginning, I was a little bit puzzled why you liked the game, but then I got into the mood of it, and you explained that you felt like you were really wearing the the suit and thing, and I liked the retro look of it.
You know, what it is here. You've got a civilization that is slowly falling apart. Has spent 40,000 years racked by freaking war. You tend to the weapons of war tend to be very refined and most helpful in most situations. But again, yeah, it's kind of a thing. But yeah, that plotting heavy armor, you actually feel like you're just trapped inside this huge iron coffin and you're not getting out. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. It's, yeah, Warhammer 40k at its absolute finest. Oh. So, yeah, really great game. Not a lot to say about the combat at this point. It seems like it's pretty well stocked for everything else, but hey, these things, they work. Number 4, Doom. This game here was for blowing shit up and having a grand old time. Best character in the game is the one that has no characterization whatsoever about except pissed off. Yes, Doom Guy is back and in proper form. He has no face, he has no voice. He just has a mad, and he has a lot of demons that just need freaking killing. You know, ripping the leg off of a demon and beating him to death with the wet end is just the most brilliant thing ever. I actually went through quite a bit of footage to get what we've got right here, and this is actually less than half of the original. There was probably about 10 minutes worth of footage originally. These are the best bits, and generally it's the best bits of the freaking game. The glory kill system, I like it. I like it a lot. It is something that would have been really brilliant in the original Doom, and this actually evokes the original Doom without being the original Doom. So well done, the folks over at Bethesda and ZeniMax. It was the one game I think you guys did completely right all friggin' year. Oh, yep. Barrels that explode. It's an old formula, and the old formula works beautifully. I have no trouble recommending this game to anyone that has a rig that can actually handle it. But then, in my own defense, my old potato did this one pretty well, even at a fairly low frame rate. So, and you lost almost nothing even with a computer that wasn't running quite as nice. This is of course at the ultra settings, and it's just gorgeous. Yep. They even gave us an FPS counter up in the upper right hand corner. So, anything from you, Kitty? Quick, quick, quick.
I liked it.
Well, that's probably quick enough.
Yeah.
Yes. Kick that guy's ass. Watch the red
Yeah.
barrels. Don't shoot them while you're right near them. This is actually from the second map. I wanted to get footage from the first map, and I couldn't do it because I can't actually delete the cloud saves, which was unfortunate. Um, yeah, one of the very first things he does is rip the skull out of one of those guys, and then when he's being addressed by a creature that's got to try and tell him part of the story, he just grabs the computer monitor and flings it to the side like it's so much dirt. It's absolutely hilarious. Yep. Doom Guy is the best character ever, even though he has no real character. Number 3, Resident Evil 7 teaser, the beginning hour. It is very, 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 very rare that I actually get creeped out by a video game. Especially one that's intended to be horror. We're going to get this game. We're going to be a little late doing it, but we're going to get this game, if only because this particular teaser, which was released shortly before Christmas, is just that compelling. I mean, you get the sense of everything rotting. The house itself, the nature of the house creeps you out, even though you don't see a freaking soul until the bad ending shows up. It's just wow. But you can see it's decayed. It's got power. This place has been trashed. It looks like it's been abandoned for years, and the funny part is that it's not. This is bits of the kitchen right here. We got to have a chance to look around. There is no battery mechanic. Yay! If you need your flashlight, it's right there. Nobody pays attention to it. And of course, the omnipresent crow in the microwave. always a fun thing. But the whole place is just vaguely creepy and disgusting, and it's very much. It evokes the original three Resident Evils, again without actually being the original three Resident Evils. Um, Here we go. Here's a door. I thought this door was sealed shut because it didn't bring up the little F to say that I could open it. Guess what? I can. And there were people that were actually very surprised. Here's the bathroom. We get a couple shots of that. We actually trimmed some footage out of this one too. You guys may have noticed that, just the level of creepy and some little puzzles to go with it. It comes together as just an absolutely brilliant way to do this. And I'm hoping this will be a really good next start for the Resident Evil series. This could bring back the franchise. Hello, PT. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, there's a lot of gross in here. That door is locked. I bet you. Yep, it's locked. Mwahaha. Oh.
May I?
Just for a very brief second.
I'm not a huge fan of horror.
Number
but I just hooked
2,
up.
Maize. Yes. The blurb on the Steam page says that the game is about a set of about some scientists who misinterpreted a memo about sentient corn, and that was the least silly thing about this video about the game overall. You know what? They weren't lying. Developer logic is absolutely present here, and it is present to such a degree that it actually seems like it's okay. We have one inventory item that will be there for the entire game. Well, the first object you pick up is an English muffin. It's the last thing you will use in the game. It will stay with you the entire time and be completely useless until you figure out exactly what it's for. All the other things make sense in context, but not necessarily the way you would think. Ah, yes. And the three idiots. We gotta love the three idiots, because no game seems to be complete these days without the three idiots. From Muv-Love to Maize, you must have your three idiots. These guys
Yeah,
here
that's
are very
pretty
skilled
good.
at taking naps, and pretty much nothing else. At that point, they were having a philosophical discussion that I didn't want to break you guys into, so we're going with that. Our only friend here will be a gentleman that I think I will let him introduce himself this time. Oh yeah, we're actually gonna go hang out with him here in just a second. But this game here was all kinds of fun in ways that nobody should ever have fun. Oh look, a teddy bear. Wonder what that's for. Oh, we're going to carry him around. He exists. There we go. Here's some ram sticks. And a computer to upgrade. Oh, nope, guess not.
What? What are you looking at? Something on Vlad's face? Why you not talk? Do you understand? Understand what Vladdy is saying? Butso boy, you're a big idiot. How you survive by being stupid?
Number 1, Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma. This was actually one of the games that I anticipated most this year, and it was the one game that delivered the best. This actually wraps up a trilogy of games, starting with 9 Persons, 9 Hours, 9 Doors, and continuing with Virtue's Last Reward. This is actually the wrap up for the entire story, and they did leave us a few questions, but not very many. Uh, in this one case, the bad endings are as important, or very nearly so, than the good ones. And believe me, you're going to run into a lot of bad endings. There are some of them that are okay, some of them that are maybe not so great, some of them that actually have a serious impact on the story. Actually, I lied. They pretty much all have a serious impact on the story. Uh, just the way every possible choice that they could make is represented here. This one here, for example, if they win, they go free. If not, then not. And you're going to have to, and it doesn't really matter what you pick at this point. You will be wrong once. And I'm actually going to show you this here. You'll have to stay in the game until at least 6 of you are dead. What do you think, Carlos? You're the leader. Yep, that's always hilarious. You gotta have one. It's red, it's blue. No, it's not. Maybe it's on its side. No, it doesn't actually do that. Zero would know if it was on his side because he stepped on it. Okay. Your decision, face the fate of the world. This is the decision game, and your decisions will change everything. A lot of people complain that they don't have enough choice that their choices don't mean anything. In this case, everything hinges on every decision. Be they puzzles, be they meta puzzles. So there's a few of them that require different endings, where you can even open them up, and then you have Carlos 1. But you again have a cast of 9, including not including Zero this time. Usually, for the previous 2 games, the cast of 9 included Zero. So in each game, they're all present. There are 3 teams. They're in 3 different spaces. Click that off. Click that off. And click there. This thing works just as well with a controller as it does a keyboard and mouse. And actually, you can operate the whole damn thing with just the mouse if that's your desire. I did that for this footage, but I didn't do it for the rest of it. Now, here's the thing. Time to decide. I clicked the same coin I did last time because reasons. Just to show you, this is their second time through. They don't know it, but this is the second time through. And now the coin is blue. They're wrong, and they're going to go play the decision game. Zero, my old friend. How I have most definitely missed you. How about you, Kitty? Got about a minute or so.
Yes, I follow the 999, and now this one.
And that about
in
wraps it up.
zero
Okay,
is
we got
absolute obnoxious.
my 10 top games of the year with the assistance and commentary of the lovely Kitty. Okay, that's going to be, we're on our way out. That's the end of 2016 for this type of thing. We're going to do the other end next. That'll be fun. All right, till then, stay safe, stay sane.
And let's make things fun again.
Absolutely. We'll catch you later.